I'm not one for satisfying compilations, like people's nails hitting against things or squishing slime. It kind of grosses me out. But this is my satisfying content. These women transforming.
Can we double check after recording and just see if there's like a 10 hours of the
Space woman.
Peace Planet Space Woman?
P-fans, please. I'm begging one of you. Can you make the 10-hour Space Woman supercut? Hey, Podzilla listeners. How are you doing? It's me, Jasha Drake. I'm here with my brother, Micah Drake. Micah.
This is very candid. I love this.
This is candid because we're feeling refreshed. We have just been allowed for the first time in months and months to leave the Chandler Maru. We have families back down there on Earth. And GeForce graciously let us take but a week to spend some time with our families, get some necessities from the world, from Earth, from our homes, before they've sent us back up here. So we had a bit of shore leave, we had a bit of downtime on Earth before they've trapped us back up here in the spaceship again.
I will say they only did it because they legally needed to.
Yeah.
But I brought 3 things back with me in particular.
Mm-hmm.
I brought my straw hat, I brought my sunnies, and I brought some what looks like tan lines, but those are burn lines. Let's be frank.
So we went down there for a holiday and you brought the stuff you'd need for a holiday back with you to when we're no longer on holiday?
That's right. A little memento, because I'm going to be wishing for another vacation for the next year.
But if you were listening to last week of the show, we released an episode. I think we recorded 2 years ago now.
Dude, it's a good one. Our episode on Nope by Jordan Peele.
Yep.
What a freaking fantastic episode. I was listening back to it and like, it's genuinely like, we need to do more modern horror movies. Because there's so much more to talk about. There's behind the scenes that we can delve into.
Exactly. I think with Nope in particular, we watched Shadows. Is that the Nope documentary that we really loved? Gave us some cool insights into the movie, but
give it a listen. It's a good episode.
Yeah. Give our Nope episode a listen if you didn't. And there's a few more modern movies and a few more bonus episodes we've recorded over the years on our Patreon, patreon.com/Podzilla. But while we were gone, there's been another big thing that happened. I can't believe we took a week off to go to Earth, but then we didn't actually go to this thing, Micah. Did you see images of the...
I heard whispers.
Dude, the PPPP?
I heard rumors of the
quadruple P?
The P, what's cubed, but one more. It's not squared, it's not cubed. It's the P quadded.
The P quad.
Forget about the P squad. This is the P quad.
This is the P quad. Yeah.
Brum brum.
The Pennsylvania.
Coming in hot.
The Pennsylvania Podzilla P-Fan Palooza. Did you hear about this?
I did.
Members of our Podzilla
awesome.
community caught up, met each other for the first time in person. I think there was a Godzilla drive-in event happening in Pennsylvania. They were showing heaps and heaps of Godzilla movies all night long. And I think Rich from our community, Nurkles from our community, caught up, sent photos of each other in person in front of a big Godzilla statue. And we have a few other Pennsylvanian P-fans that are hoping to make next year's one. So this might be an annual event, the PPPP.
You know what? Forget annual. Let's make it a monthly happening.
We want P-fans to get
around the world every month.
We'll give you guys
Come
a
on
roster.
Down to Pennsylvania. Yeah, you can swap in, swap out, see what works for you.
Just make sure every month 2 of you are meeting up. It's awesome. It's so cool that you guys who've listened to our stupid little show are catching up.
Don't call it stupid.
Dude, this is a stupid show. Michael, we're talking about Gamera Super Monster.
What's the opposite of stupid? I'm stupefied by how great this show is.
This episode in particular, is it going to be stupid?
This one. No, maybe this episode might be a little bit, just a little bit stupid.
Regardless of how stupid or silly we are, you guys have listened to us and made some real cool connections. And I know not even like meeting up in person, but on our Discord, on our socials. It's just real cool to see like genuine community and genuine like friendships being made that we've made with you guys and you guys are making with one another. It makes us happy, even though we're stuck up here in our little space station. It's so cool to see you guys catching up and constantly, becoming great friends, which is really cool. So again, I've already plugged the Patreon. Might as well plug the Discord. Link in the show notes for the Discord. What are we doing? We're plugging where you can find more of us and connect with us before we talk about the actual movie.
Left, right, and center. There's one more thing before we get underway, Jasha.
Yeah.
Real quick megaNEWSlon, just because there's a couple things I want to cover. One, Godzilla Battle Line. They're doing, it's on brand now, Jasha,
Okay.
because they announced another Gamera crossover event.
Oh, we timed these episodes specifically, like we've lined these up perfectly.
That's right. It was meant to be. In the last one, about a year ago, you could get some Gamera and some Gauss units in there from the Rebirth show.
Can you say that monster's name again?
Gauss.
Okay.
That's the correct way to say
Okay.
it. It's another Rebirth event again, but this time we have Flying Gamera with his jets, as well as the Rebirth Giron as units.
Giron. That's pretty sick.
You can get some trading cards of them as well in game. But Jasha, big news.
Yes, this is the news I thought you were going to start with.
The next MonsterVerse movie,
Yeah.
the release date
Yeah.
has been announced.
We've got it.
This far out,
We've got the director. Now we've got the release date.
March 26th, 2027.
Yeah.
So it's 3 years away.
So
Less than 3 years, actually. It's not that long. It sounds long. It's not that long.
It's pretty long. It's 2024. It's 3 years away.
Yeah, but Jasha, think about it. That's the next MonsterVerse movie. We have how many shows in the pipeline on
That's
Apple?
the thing. We've probably got 4 Monarch and Monarch spin-off shows. Hopefully Skull Island season 2. Who knows what else we'll be getting in the meantime, but it's still a while away, 3 years, and it looks like they're sticking with that March release date for MonsterVerse movies that Godzilla X Kong had.
Would you rather, Jasha,
Yeah.
on one hand, a MonsterVerse movie every 3 years? On the other hand, 4 Marvel movies every year?
Dude.
Would you rather have, so I'll rephrase that, 1 Godzilla movie every 3 years or 4 Godzilla movies every year?
4 Godzilla movies every year.
Every year.
Godzilla movies.
Godzilla.
What is this offer you're giving me?
Would you rather have oversaturation
You're right.
or scarcity?
We're living in a time of
Scarcity.
Godzilla saturation.
I mean, we have got Chibi Godzilla.
Yeah.
We've got Godziban.
Micah, we've
We've got recent -1 and whatever comes next.
in these, exactly. In these 3 years,
We're in no lack.
I reckon in these 3 years we'll have a new Japanese Godzilla movie before the next MonsterVerse Godzilla movie comes out.
Probably.
There's a lot of things,
Probably.
happening. But what a time to be in. It's oversaturation, but I'm saturated and loving it.
And I'm sunburnt and hating it. So, you know what? That's megaNEWSlon over. Jasha, main event time.
Yeah, I guess we need to talk about this movie. But first off, I didn't even welcome people to the show. I said who we are.
They
Guys,
feel welcome, Jasha.
This is Podzilla. If you didn't know, we've gone through all the Godzilla movies in order of release date, and we're currently going through all the Gamera movies in order of release date. Today marks the day we are finishing our journey through the Showa era of Gamera. It's a really big one. I think there were 8 movies in total, and this is the one that caps off Gamera's Showa era. Sayonara to the Showa era from Gamera himself. Gamera Super Monster. I think it came out 9 years after Gamera versus Zigra.
So a lot of time to shoot some new content,
Yeah. Well,
maybe revamp the suits a little bit.
Micah, you'd think so, but we also know that after Gamera versus Zigra, Dai went bankrupt.
We do know this, yes.
And this movie's very famously known for being mostly stock footage scenes from the whole Gamera series up to this point. It's also well known for including clips from animes. There's spaceships and space scenes from the anime Space Battleship Yamato.
Hey, it's a good anime right there.
And there's other scenes from an anime about a train called Galaxy Express 999.
Yo, don't dunk on Galaxy SSS Space 9.
Dude, these are officially Gamera adjacent animes that we're going to have to get to one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, this whole movie was made as an attempt to help Dai get out of debt. They're gone bankrupt. They don't have money. They owe a lot of money.
To get out of debt.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, we can cobble together a Gamera movie, film a handful of new scenes, mostly reuse old footage, like we're going to make some money from this film. People are going to love it. Daiei is going to rise from the ashes, was the idea behind Gamera Super Monster. And did they succeed? Is going to be a question we are hoping to answer.
Yeah,
today.
let's find out.
Micah, do you want to lead us into the beloved masterpiece?
A school, a pet shop, and a car dealership. These may seem like ordinary places, but unbeknownst to mankind, are home to three of the most powerful heroes on the planet. Kilara, Mitan, and Marcia are superwomen from the Peace Planet, able to change outfits in the blink of an eye and use their space van to traverse the galaxy. Meanwhile, little Keiichi is heartbroken when he has to release his newly bought pet turtle into the wilderness to live a better life. When the peace on Earth is threatened by the invasion of the pirate spaceship Xanon and their foot soldier Giruge, Kilara and the spacewoman track down Keiichi's turtle and turn him into Keiichi's favorite hero, Gamera. With Gamera going head-to-head with his rogues gallery of villains, will the combined efforts of Keiichi and the Superwoman be enough to thwart Giruge and the spaceship Xanon? And how many costume changes will we see in the meantime? The only way to answer these questions is to cross your fingers and put your faith in Gamera Super Monster.
Oh my gosh. That was is that handwritten?
Yeah. You can see my ink-dipped quill right here.
This,
Okay, all I'm saying is I hope you guys are crossing your fingers. I hope you are praying with me that we will see our beloved turtle rise against the forces of spaceships. I love the name Spaceship Xanon.
Spaceship Xanon.
I think of it less as a spaceship and more of just a society.
I can't believe how epic you made this movie sound.
Dude, I'm feeling thwarted by
The Spaceship Xanon, the society? What's going on right now? You're the most energized and excited I've ever seen you be in a Podzilla recording.
Jasha, the political superpower, Spaceship Xanon,
What the heck?
is ruining my life.
What is going on right? Okay, I have just heard from the start of time till this point now that this movie sucks.
Yeah.
When we first announced we're doing Gamera, people were always like, hey, Gamera Super Monster? Worst movie ever. I can't wait for you guys to discuss it.
I think the main reason for that is because of just the bricks upon bricks. The brick loads even of stock footage from previous Gamera movies that has been shoveled into this movie.
Bricks as a measurement? Bricks of stock footage.
So many bricks
that you're
just
shoveling.
Yeah.
So in this, wait, can we just?
I'll change it to coal. Just shovel loads of coal heaped into the fiery flame.
Oh, I love
the fiery flaming furnace.
Yeah, out of control, maybe.
Yeah,
the flames, maybe.
It's just raging.
Because we'd heard that this was mostly stock footage, but it's something we're used to with Gamera, right? Like
it's what we're used to with our Godzilla journey as well. We're no stranger to these. What would you call these movies?
Clip shows.
Clip shows, yeah.
But I think like most of the Gamera movies have been clip shows anyway. We're used to it.
Yeah.
We're used
especially
to
with
it
this
on the
franchise.
screen.
It feels like every single movie just wants to reference Gauss or
hey, let's chuck this
literally
Baragon
every
fight
other
in.
movie. Yeah.
So I was ready for it. The movie starts, Gamera Super Monster, and they don't even have enough money to show us like do cool miniatures of space or spaceships. It actually starts with like paintings. It's like talking to us about the universe. It's just a still painting of a dead star, a still painting of the spaceship Xanon before we actually see it. Or it's not even the spaceship Xanon, just a random spaceship.
You're saying this like it's a real bad thing, but I think that in the 9 years that it took to make this movie.
This is 1980, remember?
Those are 9 years worth of paintings. They spent 9 years making those paintings.
Well, I mean, what I'm trying to say is those were like, okay, this is going to suck. This is going to be mostly paintings. Oh, it's going to be mostly clip show. But I was pleasantly surprised to see that there actually was a whole lot of new footage in this movie. It's not just a clip show. It's probably like half and half new footage, old footage.
It seems very 50-50. And I was shocked too, because you mentioned beforehand that people had said I don't have references for this, but like there's, I don't know.
Trust us.
4 minutes of new footage.
I think it was 4 minutes of just new Gamera footage, might be.
And that
number.
threw me off.
Yeah.
Because the whole, like half of this movie is new footage and its own original storyline. So I think it's fully justified in being a new own movie.
And it makes sense that if your company is bankrupt, you've got footage, you can't film new monster stuff.
Hey, wouldn't you do the same?
It's a smart idea to actually come up with this unique little, what are they called? Not a staging plot. What is it called?
Vignette.
A vignette. Like a fun little vignette to showcase some of the footage you had from 9, 10, 20 years ago.
For sure. Try get some of those tax returns.
So I guess I was very pleasantly surprised from the start. And I was more pleasantly surprised to see that the cast was actually pretty good.
Most of the cast is pretty good.
We have, our main cast is probably the 3 space women. Clara is our main one. She rules. Clara's played by Mark Fumiyake, and she's a movie star.
There's something about her.
She's in this stupid space woman's like tights and capes, and she's having to do a million different hand signs to change outfits and teleport around the place. And her face whenever she's doing those, she believes she's a space woman.
She is for sure doing this to the best of her ability. She's putting 120% in the making of this movie.
And I loved her. I love the character. When we start off and seeing her like in a pit shop, being helpful with everyone, we see her playing her keyboard to change her van into like a glowing spaceship thing.
She's really nice and charming to everybody around her, and she just seems like a genuinely like really committed hero. Well, not even hero, just person.
I loved her. I loved the character, the actress. And then we've got the other 2 space women, Marsha and Mitan. They are not so great. They're pretty forgettable. They're not putting as much into the role as Mark is.
I don't think you can blame them.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark has like
the charisma.
20 times the amount of not only charisma but dialogue as they do. They have next to no dialogue of their own. So most of the scenes, they're just standing around, just politely smiling along.
But there's other scenes where we've got our child protagonist in this one, Keiichi.
Oh, Keiichi, come on.
He might be the best child protagonist of the whole Gamera franchise.
I think you're right.
Again, really good acting. He even has some moments in Gamera Super Monster when he's crying. And he's actually like properly crying. He's having so much fun with the role. When he's playing the keyboard, it's just like really fun and cute. And then you've got him playing the keyboard while the 3 space women are watching him. And you've got him playing the keyboard, super into it, singing along. Clara, Clara, this actress, she's like dipping her head and bobbing along, smiling.
I love it. The song's about like how put your faith in Gamera. We won't fail. Humanity will survive because Gamera's got our backs. And she's like taking it to heart. She's like putting her fist up. She's like, yes, I must believe in this.
Yeah. And then you've got the other 2 space women who are just nodding off. So this is why I'm like, not even that they didn't have speaking roles. They were like absent from their, what are they doing? In that scene, why weren't all of them bobbing along smiling to this little song?
It's interesting because in the past when we've talked about child protags specifically, we mentioned that in the cases where they're not so great or where they are forgettable, they usually don't have many like character qualities or traits that you can point to.
Yeah.
Like some of our kids have been really into astronomy, and then some others have just had no quirks or passions of their own. But Keiichi's here, he's a huge keyboard player, singer as well, part-time singer.
Player, yeah.
Biggest Gamera fan in the world. I don't know how that works out canon-wise. I mean, even with our adult protagonist, Clara, we see so much of her. She's genuinely charming. We see so many interactions with her at her pet shop where she works with the others. Like she feels like a pretty well-rounded character. She's a van driver. She lives in the van.
She lives in the little bag in the back of the van,
like a little pit. But and then Marsha and Mitan, we just know nothing apart from where they work.
I mean, one of them has I guess, like a kind of cool moment with some schoolgirls at the start of the movie when she's like being really nice to them. And I thought,
sure you listening to yourself. A really cool moment with the schools where she's nice to them.
Quaint moment when she was like seeing little schoolgirls off from school. And I was like, man, I like her. And then she just had no character for the rest of the movie.
We also have our villain as well.
Yeah.
Garuge,
played by Kyako Kudo.
She's pretty all right.
She was pretty good too. Remind me of Belvira from the Rebirth of Mothra movies.
Yes, for sure.
Just like a villainous kind of like mirror image of the space woman.
Hey, she has a belt with a skull on it. And she means business.
She has a watch that she's talking to spaceship Xenon through and like scanning people with and like teleporting with. Just this normal, stupid looking wristwatch. Skull belt. Super spaceship in the sky. Little wristwatch. Hey. I want the backstory to that thing, man.
Garuga is nothing if not fashionable. I mean, actually, real quick, all of the outfits in this movie, they're so good.
They're really good. They're cheap, but
good. Like, I mean, not necessarily the actual like costumes of the Peace Planet aliens, but all of the, what do they call it? Like human disguise attire by everybody.
Super colorful too.
Real colorful. Reminds me a lot of the Zone Fighter family and their attire. But Kilara, like the whole time she's wearing like this red shirt.
With a blazer on top of it sometimes
with
too.
With the blazer, real cool
bag,
pants, wearing a tie as well. The tie?
Oh my gosh. And all the kids in this. Like Keiichi has his short shorts, the classic staple, colorful clothes. The kids all have their yellow school hats when all the schoolgirls are singing off. Like it's popping off the screen and it genuinely like, it's really cool to see.
It feels a lot like when you watch movies from like the 40s, 50s, 60s where character in the movie, usually like the female lead, is specifically showcasing one, I don't know what you'd call it, a fashion artist, like their line of clothing.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see. Love it.
Yeah. And we're talking about the things we love about this movie, but Keiichi, from the start, I just really loved this boy more so than the other ones. You got his story when he's this fan of Gamera who reads the Gamera comics. He sleeps with the Gamera comics next to him at night. Dreams about Gamera meeting his favorite spaceships from his favorite anime.
Yes.
And I'm guessing Gamera isn't real in Gamera Super Monster. He is a fictional monster.
If we had to try and make this make sense, my bet would be that Gamera is a fictional monster who has a whole bunch of battles and comics, maybe movies out there, but none of the stuff in the previous movies actually ever happened, or was even like pieces of media in any form in the world.
It's the only real thing that makes sense because the way they reuse the stock footage in this movie is that spaceship Xenon is teleporting a whole lot of different monsters to Earth to hopefully destroy the Earth, and Keiichi gets his little pet turtle, lets it go into the ocean, and he's talking to the space woman. He's like, wow, I know how to stop these monsters. You can turn my turtle into Gamera. And then his turtle becomes Gamera, the super monster from the comics he reads, the stories he loves. And this giant turtle fights all these aliens exactly the same way that happened in the other Showa era movies. Gamera goes to the planet of the monsters where Giron is. It's a way to explain Gamera being able to leave and go to another planet.
That's great.
And then at the end of the movie, Gamera fights spaceship Xenon itself, heads straight into it, huge explosion, spaceship defeated, Gamera dead. And it's like everyone's reacting to the monsters, kaiju fighting each other like it's the first time they ever have. They're reacting in awe and wonder to Gamera like, whoa, it's Gamera. Gamera's real. He's actually fighting these things.
I will say, Keiichi does know the names of all of these monsters somehow.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's Gyaos. I don't know who Gyaos is.
We even get like a title card as each of them pop in, which I thought was pretty fun. Yeah. Like, this is the undersea monster Virus. Like a kind of new challenger has entered the movie, kind of.
Oh, for sure. And the first Gamera movie, like obviously it's in black and white. It would be hard to show that. But they They find a way to pop it in
get
there.
creative.
They watch scenes from that on a TV as like a live reaction to it.
We're watching minutes of the first Gamera movie, but we're seeing it framed within a TV so that it makes sense that it's in black and white compared to the other stuff, which is creative. It's a bit sucky, again, to watch footage we've already seen multiple times, but at least they were creative about it.
It's hard because, like, with the goal of having a movie with so much footage from the previous films in, like, there's not much else you could do. This was probably the best way to do it, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so too. Yeah. I mean, we've got a new musical theme. They did create some new stuff. They created a new theme. It's cool.
I think you mean Keiichi created a new theme.
Keiichi creates Love for Future. He makes this song, he makes the melody, he's playing it on his keyboard, and then his mum comes in the room and she literally says, "Don't mess around playing your own songs." This guy's creating an iconic theme, and his mum's just like, "Hey, play something your music teacher's given you. You created an amazing, masterful song and score. Put that away, Keiichi."
If I had the passion that Keiichi had, I wouldn't want to be playing Beethoven's Second Symphony. I'd want to be writing the next Beethoven's Second Symphony.
Yeah. How about his mum? Any sign of creativity, she's just like, "Nah.
She's
Conform,
squashing it.
Keiichi. Conform
Conform
to the
Keiichi.
society around you."
No more turtles.
Yeah, she tells him to get rid of his turtle.
She's actually the one who instigated, doesn't she?
He has this turtle he literally has a psychic connection with. He can
He's telling
speak
everybody,
to his turtle.
I can speak to the turtle. And the mum's like, "Oh, why don't you ask your turtle if he wants to leave out and go back to the wilderness?"
It's still so funny that Gamera's a literal turtle in this. He's not a Chelodian that was frozen in the Antarctic that was awoken by
Yeah.
atomic bombs. He is,
This is an all-new story with
Yeah.
an all-new turtle.
but you might be able to say that this turtle that's just a turtle is stronger than the original Gamera, who was a Chelonian prehistoric turtle, because this turtle in this movie, Gamera, every single fight, one after another, getting wounded and cut up and stabbed, and he's straight into the next battle. Whereas the old Gamera, the other Showa era movies, he needs to take, what, half an hour to
I mean, multiple days in some cases.
multiple days, multiple movies to recover.
Well, because this movie takes place in like a day or two, right?
Yeah, one
Yeah.
after another,
Right.
man.
Jasha, can I talk real quick?
Yeah, please.
Whenever these peace planet superpowered human,
The Space Woman.
the space woman, whenever they want to change into their outfits, they do this little dance.
Yeah.
It's like I'm watching a Just Dance video and I have to follow the movements along because they do it 50 times.
Like, it's amazing. The little thumbs up move they do.
It's like arm up, arm down, cross arms, thumbs up.
It's
Spin out into the new costume you have.
We need to learn this. We need to make this a new TikTok craze. This is actually, I was,
the new TikTok
there was
craze.
something about, like, I'm not one for ASMR, but there was something about watching these space women do these little arm movements, transform. I don't know. Would I like Sailor Moon? I don't know. There's something about the,
What's this got to do with ASMR?
yeah, you know,
Guys, look, I'm not into ASMR, but have you ever seen the Dune movies?
I'm saying,
Wow.
okay, here's my thought process. It's some people like ASMR because they like, what is it, like watching the slime get squished? Is that ASMR?
ASMR is usually a hearing thing.
Like, what's the like videos on TikTok and stuff? It's like,
Satisfying compilations.
I'm not one for satisfying compilations, like people's nails hitting against things or squishing slime. It kind of grosses me out. But this is my satisfying content. These women transforming.
Can we double check after recording and just see if there's like a 10 hours of the
Space
of this
woman.
Peace Planet Space Woman?
P-fans, please. I'm begging one of you. Can you make the 10-hour Space Woman supercut?
I also love that whenever these space women want to get anything done, whether it's making this turtle into Gamera or taking their van into space, they do one or two things. They either do some crazy space moves or they play their little keyboard that they have.
Yeah.
And they've got these everywhere. Like
It's crazy.
Clara has one in her apartment, in her van. The others have theirs in their car.
One's in a car stuck in traffic. They play a few notes on this keyboard, turn the car invisible, teleport it away.
I think this is the coolest idea for like a control mechanism out there. It's so good. I think it's so creative. The whole thing reminds both of them reminds me of like a Brandon Sanderson. Here we go. A Brandon Sanderson like magic system where there are strict rules to it.
Wait, you're scoffing at me for comparing the Space Woman to ASMR, but now you're comparing the Space Woman to Brandon Sanderson.
Sorry, should I say the wrong author? I'm comparing them to... I think they do a lot of what George R. Martin does. No. Brandon Sanderson... I was making a joke there. You get it, dude. You get it. But like, it seems like there are real strict rules to this science system, and I just love the idea that like the three of these girls have to suit up, move their arms in exactly the right order, jump around, spin around each other while standing, or you won't turn into Gamera.
No.
That could have gone horribly wrong.
They have to play just the exact right keyboard keys at the exact right moment, or else the teleporter will go wrong and stuff up. Do you see that time when she creates like a window in her apartment and she's seeing Keiichi running away from, is it Garuge, the evil woman?
Yep.
And she's like, flip, I need to help him. So she plays a few keys, makes the window real. Keiichi falls through it, teleports into her apartment.
It's like a mist little screen you can see people through. It's so great.
She knew the right little musical combination to play.
One of those notes wrong would have turned Keiichi into peanut butter.
Cut in half through the invisible window. It's the vibes for this movie are pretty cool. It's like just the feel of it. I loved all the random Space Woman stuff that we've been talking about. I love there's some of the new footage that is real fun. I think there's a taxi driver that sees one of them teleport away in their car and he's just like, huh?
Oh man, I must be way too tired from my job. Overworking myself. There's a lot of other fun stuff with the live action as well. Like we see Garuge near the end of the movie being in a huge fist fight, a little duel with Kilara.
This goes on for a while. This is intense.
It's crazy, man. They're kicking guns away from each other. At one point, Garuge does multiple backflips, one after the other, like a gymnast even.
Dude.
And you think that they would hire a female gymnast to do these tricks as a stunt woman, wearing her, little leather shorts.
Yeah. Skin tight clothing. You can see every curve.
Well, when they swap it out for a stunt guy,
no curves. Everything's gone.
You can see the lack of curves.
Fully changes her physique, and you see clearly this guy's face flipping in front of the screen.
All I'll say,
this stunt guy, man.
All I'll say is they made a real bad choice having the character wear leather shorts.
Dude, this fight, Kilara, she is rolling around for minutes, just dodging Garuge's attacks. And this is me playing Dark Souls. This is me in a Dark Souls fight. Garuge's just trying to hit her, and Kilara's just rolling, dodging, rolling, dodging, rolling, dodging. That's the Souls-like. That's my tactic. That's my tactic I always take.
Jack, have you been jamming Elden Ring recently, the new DLC?
Mike, you bought me Elden Ring for Christmas 2 years ago, and I have yet to play it. I will. I'll do it. But I just heard the new DLC's hidden behind maybe like a super hard optional boss fight. What are you expecting me to do?
Get out of here. That's the same with all Dark Souls games. Yeah. You have to go off the beaten path. You have to put in the effort, put in the mahi.
Put in the work. I don't know if I'm ready to put in the work. Can I win by just dodging and rolling around?
That's literally how you win.
Okay. I'll think about it. On to the bad stuff. How have we talked for half an hour on good stuff to do with Gamera Super Monster?
We're really front-loading this one.
Yeah, we literally see every fight between Gamera and the monsters that we've seen in all the Gamera movies. Baragon, he's back. Virus, he's back. Jiga, she's back. Who else do we have? Zegra?
Zegra's back.
Giron? Is that all of them? I think so. All of them are back to face off against Gamera in like sped-up versions of their fights.
It's real abridged versions.
Yeah.
Like, they cut out so much of what's happening.
Switches from day to night and back to night and back to day.
Yeah, they don't try to explain a lot of it away.
No.
Like, Gamera will get ninja stars thrown at him from Giron, and then the next scene they're not there because they don't have to worry. They don't want to worry about those 2 days in real time where he's on his back on the ground.
Yeah, there's a scene when he like falls to the bottom of the ocean and he's straight back up again. And we know he really lied down there for 40 minutes in one of the movies.
Yeah.
It reminded me how bad Zegra standing up looked. Do you see this Zegra guy standing up? Do you see how bad Geron looked when it switches between his normal looking costume to the puppet when it spaces out his eyes and his mouth too much?
It made me shocked at just how impaled Gamera gets by Virus.
But this Gamera, he's back at it.
No scars to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, I love how all the kaiju get introduced with their names, with their titles. Jiger's introduced with them literally chucking her into a building. You're like, oh, here's another monster. Jiger just gets thrown into a building.
Jiger, I choose you.
All the others get these real cool, like, oh, you see them do something cool and then it zooms in onto their face. Jiger's just chucked out.
My favorite part about these sequences were immediately after Gamera defeats the monster, and you cut to Garuge just profusely apologizing to Spaceship Xenon, being like, please, look, I know, I failed, but I've got a cunning plan to give me one more chance.
Please, one more chance.
Happens like 5 times.
Xenon, please, one more chance. How about Garuge sacrifices herself at the end?
I don't know if I'd call that a sacrifice.
Xenon's like, okay, tell me where the space women are. We're going to kill them. She says, focus on me. Shoot me. They're right here. I'm locking in their
Lock
position.
on to my location.
So Xenon sends a single tiny little beam straight into her, and it kills her.
I don't know what her plan was.
I don't know.
I don't know what she was thinking.
Who's on Spaceship Xenon? And why aren't they thinking, she sent me her exact coordinates. Why didn't I send a single beam for 3 spacewomen directly to where she is? It looks like the watch is right there. What are they thinking?
Do you think that there's little private Jemison first day on board Spaceship Xenon, manning the cannons?
Jimmy from Xenon.
Jimmy from Xenon is a man
Xenon.
in the cannons.
Yeah.
Make that into a song. That's great. The first thing he does on his job.
The cannons of this Star Wars Star Destroyer.
It's like an Imperial Star Destroyer. And the first thing he does is just kill one of the highest ranking people on all aboard the spaceship. I don't know what the hierarchy here is, man.
More firepower than a single little tiny beam. I couldn't believe it.
I feel like there's not too much else to talk about on the side of Gamera here, just because it is all mostly reused content.
Well, should I go through some trivia?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So this is not only the final Showa era Gamera movie. Micah, this is the final Showa era giant monster film in all of the Showa era of Japan. This is the last kaiju movie to be released in the Showa era. It refers to all the giant monster films that came out between 1950s when Godzilla came out, and the Heisei era of movies then began in 1985 with The Return of Godzilla, or 1984, the early 80s when that came out. So this is the final Showa era movie. How do you feel about that?
Fine. I love that this is the one they end on.
It's funny, eh?
Speaking of Godzilla made like a real brief cameo reference in this movie.
It was not Gojira, it was Dojira. We see a little
this is Dogzilla.
This is Dogzilla. We saw a little sign advertisement for Farewell Dojira, and it falls over. And I love that they're kind of just spitting in Godzilla's face. They're like, okay, farewell Godzilla.
Get out of here, Godzilla.
Gamera Super Monster's so good. Everyone's going to forget about you. You fall over in the dust, Godzilla.
Right after Daiei goes bankrupt and Godzilla kicks off the Heisei era.
Yeah, just before the Heisei era begins. Something that's really interesting is that the Gamera film after this one, Gamera Guardian of the Universe, came out in the 90s. We'll be covering it next week. I'll do a little synopsis for it later. What's interesting is that's kind of known to be standalone, the Gamera Heisei trilogy. I think there's a 4th one as well. We'll talk about it when we get there, but they're known to not connect up to the Showa era films at all. The continuity is different. What is really interesting is that Gamera is killed at the end of this movie, Gamera Super Monster. He explodes with Spaceship Xenon, right?
I didn't know that was a fact, but okay.
He dies. And we know that this isn't the Gamera from the rest of the Showa era movies. This is a turtle based off the fictional Gamera that fights all of Gamera's rogues gallery.
Yeah.
He dies. There was a manga called Gamera the Giant Monster, which came out in 1995, just before Gamera Guardian of the Universe, the first Heisei era movie, came out.
Okay.
And it specifically states that this Gamera from Gamera Super Monster is revived and becomes Gamera the Guardian of the Universe for the Heisei era.
Oh, no.
So there's a manga which connects the Heisei era of Gamera, not to the Showa era of Gamera, but just to Gamera Super Monster.
So, no. Look, I haven't seen any of Heisei Gamera movies, but it muddies the waters when you start that off and you're thinking in the background, Gamera's a previous iteration of Gamera has fought all of these villains before in the past.
And it's just the Heisei
In one
era
day,
Gamera
at least.
was just Keiichi's little turtle that he let go into the water. The space
boy.
woman turned into a kaiju.
He had a space woman a cannon for the Heisei era?
Apparently.
Oh, boy.
We just got to bear that in mind going into the Heisei trilogy. Yeah. And the last thing, we already discussed it, but there's the spaceship in this movie, Spaceship Xenon. Space pirate ship? The pirate ship? Xenon?
The pirate spaceship, Xenon.
The pirate spaceship, sorry, Xenon. Was obviously made to rip off Star Wars, to rip off the Imperial Star Destroyer.
For sure.
It's because 3 years prior to this, A New Hope came out. Star Wars was released.
Ah, okay.
Hugely popular, as we all know. And then this film, Gamera Super Monster, came out at just the perfect time, 4 months before The Empire Strikes Back came out. So they were like, hey, everyone loves Star Wars. Let's get in ahead of The Empire Strikes Back. Put our little twist on it. Everyone flocked to the cinemas. The Star Destroyer's there.
Do you think there are, I don't know, 2 kids out there who saw the poster for this, couldn't read, and were like, oh my gosh, the next Star Wars movie has got Gamera in it?
Gamera Star Wars crossover?
We gotta watch it.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's all I have for trivia. We'll go into it a bit more with the Heisei era next week, but I think that this didn't save Daiei from losing money going into bankruptcy. Didn't really make them much money back, so it'll be interesting to follow what happens to Daiei from here.
Yeah.
But Micah, did you want to kind of take us home, man? Do you have any final thoughts on a rating for Gamera Super Monster?
No final thoughts. Yes, final thoughts.
No, it's okay.
No final thoughts whatsoever. That's me. Goodbye, Jasha. I think that Daiei, well, it is still Daiei at this point, isn't it?
It's Daiei. I think it was maybe called New Daiei.
New Daiei. They're in a real precarious position here where they make the choice to try and do another Gamera film using stock footage yet again, which alone is so hard because they've already done that time and time again.
Yeah.
So, like, in my mind, they did the best that they could do. Trying to reframe a new story around all that old content, streamline it, make it into one coherent narrative. It's a hard ask, and I mean, they pulled it off in as much of a fashion as they could. But on the new side of things, while it's not like riveting by any means of the word, I feel like all the stuff with the Superwoman and Keiichi and Guruge, like, it's still very fun content. Not enough to make me rate the movie highly, but Jasha, you know what? If I had...
Here we go. Here we go.
Look, I'm just saying that if Spaceship Xenon attacked right now,
yeah,
I think I could fit in at least 2 different costume changes before I had to fly off to fight them.
You did that many thumbs up and hand signals?
Yeah.
You're rating this the same as Gamera versus Zigra.
Yeah. I think, well, it's hard because in the past, a lot of the recent Gamera films have just felt so samey with the human storyline. And while this is another
clip show,
not necessarily a clip show, but alien invasion storyline with clip show elements into it, I feel like it's done much better than a lot of the previous films have. And I don't mind the inclusion of space people either. I think it's fun. It's fun.
You had a really good point, because I feel like the clip show stock footage elements of this wouldn't be as bad if we hadn't already seen them 3 or 4 times in the Gamera franchise. Like imagine if though the whole show era of Gamera came out, there was hardly any stock footage. Then this came out, which was just a cool, new, different story with the space woman than we've seen before. And it like is a playthrough of our favorite moments, the best of the Gamera franchise.
Yeah.
Which is released 10 years after the last one. Everyone's having a good time in cinemas, watching their favorite monster fights, getting this cool, funky new story.
It's so hard because in a vacuum, looking at this movie isolated from most of the other ones, like it isn't as bad as people tend to say.
I had a good time.
It's just the fact that it comes off the heels of so many other clip shows.
I know. Yeah, it does suck that half of this is a clip show. To be honest, me and Mikey completely zoned out with a whole lot of the fights that we'd already seen before. But the other parts, actually, like we were really engaged with them.
Guys, Keiichi's keyboard playing?
Keiichi's a good character. He's a good actor.
Immediately making him one of the better children of the series.
How when you got lines like, "Let me show you how beautiful this world is," to finish off the movie, when they're flying through the city, just looking at this beautiful Earth of ours that they saved from Spaceship Xenon. It's again, like I wouldn't expect this from the Gamera movies we've seen, and I really like the tone that it has.
It gives me the same feel as the Mothra trilogy did.
It feels very Rebirth of Mothra-like, eh? Yeah. I do wish we kind of maybe just had the one main space woman, Kalara. Like maybe she was the lone survivor of Peace Planet and she was hiding away as this pet shop owner. Then she strikes a relationship with Keiichi, and maybe she like tries to make this planet peaceful again and to team up with him to save it. We don't need the other 2 space women.
Yeah, there are tweaks you could make to this script and this story to make it.
There's a lot of tweaks.
Very quickly, much better, for sure.
I genuinely had a good time with this. Man, Spaceship Xenon is locking onto me right now. I'm doing 3 costume changes out of a possible 5. I think this is good. The clip show elements suck, but it's a fun movie. Daiei did the best of what they could in their sucky situation.
I mean, harkening back to one of the Godzilla clip shows, was it?
Are you going to get it right?
I really have to think about it whenever I say it. All monsters attack.
Dude, I'm proud of you.
I remember
come so far.
This is what I've learned over 3 years of doing this. All monsters attack. I remember watching that as a kid with you and having a great time.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because that's another movie that has its own little continuity and its own original story, but framed around these vignettes of past movies. Like, it's still a fun time, especially when you're younger and it's just more content.
I agree. And if you're going to chuck on any Gamera movie for your kid that loves Gamera, why not chuck on the movie with all the monster fights and like a positive message about saving the Earth and looking after it? I don't know. I can see the value in Super Monster, weirdly. But let's see what you guys thought. We've got some messages from you guys, the Podzilla listeners, the P fans, and we'll start off with a voicemail from JB. Let's give this a listen.
What's up, Milo and Joker? I'm so glad you guys have made it this far into the Gamera show series. I thought you might have bailed out by now, but you guys are real troopers, and I mean, it's all been building to this. It really has, and I'm so happy that it went out with a bang. When I first went to watch this movie, I had no prior knowledge, and I wrongfully assumed that, this came out in 1980, about 9 years after the last one, Gamera versus Zigra. And I thought, maybe they had really had time to cook something up here. Turns out 9 years was not enough time. In fact, this film should have been delayed indefinitely. I mean, I can't imagine being a Gamera fan in 1980, salivating at the mouth after 9 years, wanting another movie, another monster. You want to see your childhood hero again. And then you get this movie with the same exact footage as all of the past ones, except they just added this brand new storyline about a child who manages to land not 1 but 3 superpowered space women. My main problem with this kid is that he gets to hang out with all these beautiful women all day, and I don't. So yeah, I think this movie could maybe be enjoyable for people who have never seen any other Gamera film or any other film at all. So yeah, in conclusion, I'm gonna give this film 1.5 scenes filmed in the local playground out of 5. Can't wait for the Heisei trilogy. I think that'll be marginally better.
So what you're saying, JB, is you would give this 5 out of 5 if you were Keiichi.
Yeah. If JB had a couple space women next to him right now, he'd be awful.
Living the dream life. And loving Super Monster.
It does seem like this is just filmed in the most random locations. There definitely was a local playground.
Yeah, there's so many scenes like filmed right outside schools, on rooftops, all over the show.
I watched Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo last week.
Yeah.
I gave that a 3 out of 5. And now I'm just staring at myself in the mirror. Did I enjoy Gamera Super Monster more? Did I enjoy it more? We have an email here from Ben. Ben says, I love the podcast. I've been watching Godzilla since I was 8 years old. I found your podcast back in 2022 and was inspired to watch Godzilla 1954 and Godzilla Raids Again. You guys have been a huge inspiration for my YouTube channel, Ultimate Clash 12. I'm listening to the pod while writing this, and I've heard all the episodes at least twice. I give the pod an overall 10 out of 10. Keep crushing it. P.S. I recommend the movie Meg. It's a good movie and the perfect mix between stupid and thrilling. Thanks, Ben.
Cheers, Ben. It's always real cool to hear people come out of the woodwork as long-time listeners.
Yeah. How have you listened to all our episodes twice? Oh, my goodness. That's awesome. Meg is definitely on our list to do one day. I haven't passed Mikey yet. This is the first time he's hearing it. But I'd love to do like a Shark Month. Like when's this?
Are we doing Shark Week?
There's like Shark Week in the States, right? Why don't we do like Shark Month? And it's just a giant shark movie every week.
I like it.
Let's pencil that. I'm writing that down. That's
Write
good
that
stuff.
down, write that down.
That's some good stuff. I'm writing it down. We have another email here from Sir Bruce. Sir Bruce says, I'm sure you two and all the other listeners that send him reviews are going to give very detailed thoughts on why they think this film is terrible. So I'll try and keep my statement as brief as possible. This isn't just the worst Gamera film. This isn't just the worst kaiju film ever. This is one of the worst films I've seen so far in my life. Overall, I give Gamera Super Monster half of a Super Monster out of 5. 0.5 out of 5, in case I wasn't clear.
So, Bruce, you can't just come out here and say that this is the worst kaiju movie of all time.
wait, Michael,
where's your receipts? Let me name some movies for you.
Name some movies.
Half Human.
Sir Bruce is saying Half Human's better than Super Monster.
Oh, boy.
So, Bruce, thanks for your email. I've got another one here from G. Kira. G. Kira says, this is it, boys. Rock bottom. Super Monster Gamera is quite possibly the worst kaiju film ever made.
Oh, here we go again.
Special effects consisting of 99% stock footage, high school level choreography, a bad plot, terrible acting, and reusing the same film locations over and over again clearly make this movie stand out in the worst ways possible. I can't think of a single redeeming thing about this film. For God's sake, there's a part where they literally just film a TV play in the first Gamera movie, all ending in a very terribly made scene where Gamera kamikazes into not Star Destroyer. Yes, boys and girls, the show of continuity ends with Gamera dying. We are all saddened, but it was a mercy because he was spared having to be in this film any longer. I have no clue where Daiei's budget went, nor do I understand why they would try reviving Gamera only to use almost nothing but stock footage. Not only did Gamera die in this movie, this film caused his franchise to die once again, only reviving 15 years later, taking the franchise from the bottom of the barrel to a level of quality almost unmatched in a kaiju film. I vehemently give Super Monster Gamera 0 hippie vans out of 5.
Can I counterpoint?
Please.
The hippie van is controlled by a keyboard. Surely that bumps it up by like half a notch.
Jikira's giving it 0 hippie vans out of 5 because they've made the hippie van disappear before it teleports. So it's a 0 right now, but it's going to be a 5 when it reappears, you know?
That's right. We have a message here from Mothra Fanboy. We've had a fair share of clip shows in the Gamera franchise, but this is the All Monsters Attack of the Gamera franchise. There we go, All Monsters Attack. However, I like it. I'm probably going to be the only one liking this movie, but the only entry in the Gamera franchise released in the 1980s is a fun ride with an amazing soundtrack, the best Gamera kid, wacky space woman stuff, a well-made story, a Godzilla cameo, kind of, and 7 previous Gamera monsters all in one place. I know I should hate it, but I don't. I'm giving it 3.5 tiny trios of space woman out of 5. That's higher than both of us.
Mothra fanboy, thank you. Mothra fanboy, join us in this space station right now. We're on the same level. Man, that I'm just remembering the soundtrack, especially when the credits are playing, it's actually genuinely really cool music. And I've been getting clips of the Gamera Showa era series to put in our episodes. You guys would have heard it if you've been listening to the show. And so many of them sound the same. So many of them are reused, the same Gamera battle soundtrack movie after movie. And this actually had some really cool new music in it, which is something else I really appreciated about it.
We have a letterbox review here from Grugrux Dave.
Grugrux Dave, the legend.
Who says, hey, we need a film to help us from going bankrupt. Let's half-ass 25 new minutes, throw in 0 original fight scenes or kaiju, and hope no one remembers anything before 1980. Narrator, they went bankrupt. 1 out of 5.
I reckon it would be like a real fun kind of like comedy movie. The like Daiei Studios, the movie, right? It's him going bankrupt, putting all the effort into making Gamera Super Monster. I want like a fake making of Gamera Super Monster.
You want a Daiei movie about Daiei.
Yeah. And it's like
satirical parody on making this movie.
It's like someone from the camera crew showing up and then being like, we need a stuntman to double for this evil space woman. And this camera guy's like, okay, suit me up. Put me in those tights.
Yeah, I went to gym. I did some gymnastics back in 3rd grade.
You can have so much fun with it. Like a disaster artist for this film.
Yeah. Jasha.
Yeah.
Next episode?
It's a big one.
1995's Gamera, the Guardian of the Universe. We know about this.
We have heard nothing but praise. For every time we've heard Gamera Super Monster spit on and stood into the mud, stamped on, thrown away,
ground with the heel of their foot.
We've seen people praising the Gamera Heisei trilogy altar, and it all starts with Gamera Guardian of the Universe.
I've heard people say that the Gamera Heisei trilogy might be the 3 best kaiju movies in the universe.
A lot of people put these above any Godzilla film, which is super interesting, but I'm really looking forward to these. It's going to be cool to get to something a bit more modern, a bit more serious, a bit darker, when we've just come out of all these Showa era films. I'm really looking forward to it.
Let me give a little bit of it to you here.
Okay.
A ship runs aground on a mysterious atoll, leading to an investigation by insurance representative Kusanagi, who discovers an ancient bead that he gives to his daughter Asagi. Meanwhile, ornithologist Nagamine investigates reports of a new series of large bird named Gyaos.
Whoa.
As the Gyaos begin to attack, an ancient guardian with a bond to Asagi emerges. I wonder who it could be.
It's Gamera from Gamera Super Monster.
Somehow revived?
He's back. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Guys, join us next week. Maybe check out the Gamera Heisei trilogy if you haven't watched it before or you're in need of a rewatch. Why don't you try watching along with us? We'd love to showcase your thoughts in our episodes as we watch along. podzillapod@gmail.com. Send us any questions, any theories you have with these films, any thoughts at all, and we'll read them out on the show. And yeah, the next month or so is going to be very, very fun as we get back into the Heisei era of things.
Maybe the best month of Podzilla.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? Anyway, Micah, you've been wearing this hat, these glasses. You've had your shirt off, tan lines aglow all episode. Can you cover yourself up?
Yeah. Does anybody have a leather shirt? Or even better, leather pants, leather shorts.
No, please, can you just do your thumbs up?
A full leather bodysuit. Yeah, I'll change into my leather. Change into my leathers.
Your leathers.